Hello and welcome to the first video in my YouTube channel. My name is Panos and I wanted in this introduction video to discuss what I'm gonna be talking about and what you will be seeing in this YouTube channel. So the theme is clearly investing. I'll give some background about me, and because I have tried doing YouTube in the past, I would like this YouTube channel to be and these videos to be more, of a freestyle theme. I won't focus so much on the visuals or having a perfect script, etc., rather than talking about my thoughts on investments, on my portfolio, etc. So a little bit of background. I'm Panos. I am 37. I am permanently living in Estonia, where I also live. And I wanted to start this video, series. My plan is to release one video every weekend, most likely every Sunday, to share my thoughts. I will keep it as an online journal of what I have been reading about, what has been concerning me, my views, my insights, my comments on the markets and the worldwide economy, and of course, most of all, building from scratch a dividend growth portfolio, which I started recently in January 2026. So right now we have March 8th when this video is coming out. So I have been investing a little bit more than 2 months in this dividend growth portfolio. I would like to keep it transparent and say that as I live in Estonia, the main part of my investments is based on the Estonian pension system, which if you're interested about that, I can make a whole separate video on this. So the majority of my investments is through these two funds that I hold here in Estonia, but it's more, I think of it as a passive investment in the sense that it's fixed amount each month straight from my salary, and the choices when it comes to where this go, there are different funds that you can choose from, but you can only have one at a time. So it's more like of a passive investment for me, and I want to talk about the active stock picking, part of my portfolio, which is focused exclusively on dividend growth investing. Now, basically, this is an introduction video. I also have started writing on Substack, which is a more cohesive, more condensed form of the same things I talk here. Here in the videos, I would like to talk more about, my thoughts and comments in depth, and also, you have the opportunity to share a bit of more, graphs or statistics on my portfolio, visually to see where I'm standing up. In general, the plan for this dividend growth portfolio is to invest a fixed amount every month, which over time, probably annually, is going to be increased. So should someone think that it's interesting, they can follow the same pattern. I have to say that obviously I am, not an expert or a professional investor. I just invest as a hobby, and most of my time I do that, meaning that I follow and listen to multiple investing podcasts. I have subscriptions in news outlets focused on the economy and the stock market. And the main, and I have to mention, since this video is in English, so I'm not sure what the audience is gonna be, that as I'm based in Estonia, I'm mostly focused on European companies and also the US stock market, of course, which is by far the biggest in the world. I would have interest to potentially in the future explore different regions, perhaps Japan or Hong Kong or something like that, but there are limitations when it comes to currency risk and also when it comes to access through my broker, since I will be using for this portfolio only one broker, which is based here in Europe and actually here in Estonia. To my knowledge, it's also available for any resident in the EU, but I'm just saying that I'm not using some big bank, platform for investing. I use a platform called Lightyear Invest, which is also has this very efficient tax reporting system for residents in Estonia. Now the plans and what I think will be, a layout for future videos and what's gonna be about. First of all, I try to be active daily on X. So should you be on X, or Twitter used to be called in the past, you can also connect with me there, and that's the best way to talk. I follow it a lot since there are a lot of investors from big to like small investors like me that I invest for let's say at some point reach the financial independence and enhance their income and build their wealth to different outlets when it comes to earnings, etc. So I'm quite active on X. Also, I started the same form of these videos, a weekly investing journal in written form through a newsletter on a Substack. So if that's interesting for you, or you would prefer to get my opinions and comments over time as you would be following these videos, if you think it's interesting, you can also follow me there. And of course, YouTube. So these are the three main, let's say, platforms that I will be posting and making videos on. I want to avoid these TikToks and Instagram since it takes a lot of time, and I think that also the content that I'm going to be making and the main theme is not the most attractive for that. So the plan, since this is the first weekend that I launched my newsletter and I'm making this video, is that next weekend I'm gonna share my portfolio, what are my current holdings, the sector allocation, and also my watch list and the companies I have been following. My idea is to release one newsletter in written form on Saturday and the video form, which is gonna be longer and more in depth, on Sunday. That's the basic plan. But when it comes to earnings season, or when it comes to, I do not know, perhaps some company analysis, or like building some company thesis, etc., I will also make additional videos and additional newsletters. But let's say the baseline is gonna be every weekend one newsletter and one new video. That's pretty much it. I have a lot of ideas. I would like also to listen from whoever is also investing their ideas, and especially if you're into dividend growth, to hear your comments on my portfolio or what you're doing or what you're following. And that's it. I don't want to make it long. I just wanted to have this introductory video, just for whoever has done YouTube. It's always the hardest to just put the first video out. It's gonna be a long way from perfect, but certainly it's gonna get better over time when it comes both to sound and also the visuals, and of course the script and what I'm talking about, and it's gonna be shaped in a way from what people are interested in. But basically the idea is that I'm not making some kind of attempt to be a content creator. I just more want to make this newsletter and this online presence to discuss with other investors, and also to keep myself accountable and have, let's say, a written form and a video form of weekly updates and on my dividend growth portfolio that I just launched, and also to exchange, of course, ideas, and why not get also some criticism regarding my choices. There are gonna be a lot of learning, many mistakes, hopefully many wins as well, as I believe that dividend growth is the best way to produce reliable future income through investments. And that's it. I am Panos, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'll see you next week, and if not sooner, see you next Sunday. And should you would be interested, you know what to do. I guess I'm a YouTuber now. Subscribe.